gained about 19 pounds. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my kitchen again. I'm here for a good reason this time. I need to change my diet. I was on a diet very successfully a few years ago that was keto based. What is ketosis? It is, I printed it out. Ketosis is a process that happens when your body doesn't have enough carbohydrates to burn for energy. Instead, it burns fat and makes things called ketones, which it can use for fuel. I was going to say food, but it's fuel. It uses it for fuel. When I reached menopause, I gained about 20 pounds. Out of the blue, I had never had a weight problem. Maybe I'd gained 5 or 10 pounds that I would then take off. But to have that 20 pounds kind of pile up so fast, I stepped up my exercise. I lost maybe 5 or 6 pounds, but that was about it. I started doing one of the prepackaged diets. Processed, came in little packets and you mix it with water. It was basically soy-based, nutrients, vitamins and minerals and all of that, and very low carbs. I would eat 5 of those packets a day of food. It sounds horrible, doesn't it? I would mix the packets and microwave the food. The food. It really was powder that you mixed with water for the most part. I stayed on that plan. It was working and I was used to it. In March of 2019, I had spine surgery. I spent 3 days in the hospital, and when I got home, friends and family were taking care of me, pampering me. I got to have things like a grilled cheese sandwich with tomato soup. I started to kind of ease off my low-carb diet. Then COVID hit. I've heard the term COVID-15, like the freshman 15. Just since COVID started, I have probably gained about 12 to maybe 15 pounds. It has totaled up to about 19 pounds that I've gained in less than 2 years. And that's just not acceptable to me. So I am going to commit to eating healthier, eating low carb. I'm not going to do the processed foods though this time. I want to do real food. I will supplement with some prepackaged foods that I like, such as what I had this morning that I showed you. I had a frittata that actually is whole food, eggs and cheese, no artificial ingredients in that product at all, which surprises me. Along with, I had some vegetarian bacon, and which I love. Totally processed foods. I make no excuses for that. But between the two and then some coffee with half and half in it, I was sticking to a low carb breakfast. What I'm going to do is I'm going to weigh in every time I do a video. No matter how bad it is, I am going to weigh in and I'll show you what my weight is. I will include recipes for what I'm doing, and you can follow my progress. I'm going to do the common sense route of portion control, but I will have a snack every day. I'm not going to go for things like ice cream. I love ice cream, but I think that one's just out the window right now for me. But I will have things such as a few chips and salsa. I'm going to read the labels, portion things out, stick with a routine. I'm going to try and eat about once every 3 to 4 hours throughout the day. Some people are doing the intermittent fasting. I think you eat 1 meal a day and then you fast the rest of the day. There's another one where you eat 2 meals and then fast the rest of the day. That one might work for me, but honestly, with my blood sugar the way it is, I think I want to keep it more stable. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I don't guarantee any results or if it's safe for you. So if you're going to follow along with me, please check with your doctor first. Don't think that I'm an expert on this. I'm just going to share my experience with you. It'll be good motivation for me, and maybe it will help some of you. Maybe we'll have fun and come up with some fun recipes. breakfast, I had the 4 strips of bacon, the fried egg, and the half of the gluten-free roll. 30 grams of carbs per roll. I cut that in half, so 15 grams of carbs. That's not considered to be extremely low, but I'm trying to keep it realistic for me. I don't want to be cheating on this diet. So if I give myself a little bit more carbs, but still stay below about 50 carbs a day, I should be able to achieve ketosis. My body should start using its own fat for energy instead of getting it from the foods I'm putting into my body. One of the worst things you can have is potato chips and dip. One of my weaknesses, one of the worst things. How do we do this in a low-carb way? The whole fat sour cream is very thick, so I don't mind watering it down, and it's better for lowering, having a little less cholesterol as well. Approximately 2 tablespoons. And you get 60 calories. That's high in calories. The carbs are good. 1 gram of carbohydrates. So I figure if I have 4 tablespoons, that does up the calories 1 to 120, and then the carbs, of course, 2 carbs. So what do I mix it with? This is deadly too, very high in sodium. Now, I have low blood pressure, so for me, I actually, believe it or not, I'm under doctor's orders to eat more salt. That's true, I'm not kidding. Aside from the high sodium in the onion soup mix, it's 20 calories for a serving. 1 serving is a tablespoon and 4 grams of carbs. So 1 tablespoon of this package is 4 grams of carbs. So I've got to watch out for that. Maybe, I'll mix it with half a tablespoon. I'll try to measure out half a tablespoon. These are from Trader Joe's. They're very thick. These are the ridge cut. 1 serving is about 15 chips. That's not bad. And that is 150 calories and 17 grams of carbs. I think I'm going to do a half serving. So I'm going to try to stick with 7 chips. You know what? I'm going to take 8 chips. I'll give myself the benefit of the doubt. A whole tablespoon of this onion soup mix is certainly way too much for this small amount of sour cream. So I've measured it. I'd say I have approximately half a tablespoon in there. God, I probably don't even need that much. I did add a little water in the sour cream. Thinned it out nicely. I was going to have only 8 chips, but some of them, as you can see, are very large, but most of them are pretty small, a lot smaller. So I actually have, I think I put 11. Hopefully that will solve my potato chip and onion dip craving without going overboard on the carbs. I'm feeling pretty positive about this. I just have to keep drinking my water. I'm going to try and only eat 2 times a day, eat a good amount, but keep the carbs really low, and hopefully ketosis will kick in pretty soon and I'll be on my way to losing this weight. I'm coming up with some new clever recipes. Well, maybe not that clever, but I'm going to share them with you, and I will share my progress with you. I hope you'll join me. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.